So firstly, this is the raw file we're going to use, and I cut it out from the shape of this last you are seeing. So I hope you can see that I made it out of this last. You see it? So I'm going to be using it to cut out the shape of the insole, and the material I'm using is Mako 6 millimeters. Mako 6 millimeters. So after marking out the shape of the insole, you cut it into shape and then you fold the insole. After folding the insole, you cut off the crease at the back of the insole, that's at the back of the folding. This is another Mako 6 millimeters. We're going to mark out the shape of the insole on the same Mako 6 millimeters. That is where we're going to welt our insole. Measure from here to here, 4 inch measurement. You take the measurement on both sides, 4 inch. So we're going to attach another Mako on that measurement. That is going to be our heel. So this time around the heel is going to be inside, that's in between the sole and the insole. So you see I've attached the Mako. So right now I'm going to cut down this edge here. So you put your knife slantly and cut off this edge. So hope you can see that. So right now we're going to grind it with our filing machine. I've done that, you see it. So you grind it to be slanty, and after that you apply your gum on the edges and also on your welt. You place the insole back on the outskirts and then use nails to hold it to the sole. After doing that, you start your welting. So pay attention to see where I am starting my welting from. It is very important. You take it gradually round. So at this point we have to remove the insole and then cut off the excess welt. And with that we are done with the welting. So you see it. Let's go over to the next one. You cut off the excess Mako. So we're going to gum the sole to this material. This is crepe, 3 millimeters. So we're going to gum the sole to it. But first of all, I'm using my iron brush to brush the surface of the Mako, at least to get proper bonding. And after attaching the crepe material, you cut off the excess. and then grind the edges of the sole, which I have done. So the sole is ready now. Then mark out your pattern on your leather. After doing that, cut them into shape. So this is our landing. Place your pattern on your landing and then mark out the position where you are going to gum it to. Now we are going to apply gum from this point here, around here, towards this area. So you see where I applied my gum and also on the lining. Then you attach the upper to the lining. After doing that, cut off the excess lining and then you dye the edges of the pattern. Fasten your insole to your last. It is time to last the pattern. Set the pattern properly on your last. Remember, from here to here is your instep point. That is where the pattern will lie. Then pin it at this point, and then you stretch and pin this point here. Then this comes, this one follows, this follows, this one follows, the next this, and then this. So after setting the pattern, you're going to pull the upper away from the lining, and then you last the lining properly. So after lasting the lining, you pull away the upper, then cut off the excess lining. Apply your gum, and then you finish the lasting of the lining. As you are pulling, your left thumb is also at work, making sure that everything falls into place. so you take it bit by bit. So we are done lasting the lining. The next thing is to attach our toe puff or our front stiff. So I'm going to remove the rivets. So from here to here is about 2.5 inches. That is where our front stiff is going to sit at. So let's attach it. I'm using a fiber paper as my front stiff. I have skived the fiber and I have also reduced the thickness so that I will be able to walk around it. So I'm going to cut off this one, and then cut off the excess. Then I use my hammer to make sure that everything lies properly and in shape. I'm still going to use my razor to cut down some crease. The aim is to avoid the crease. Make sure they are flattened. So I'll use my sandpaper to walk around. I'm walking on one direction, as you can see. Just brush through. Brush around it. Make sure you get the whole surface flattened. Walk around it. So after doing that, we're going to cut down the crease on the lining. Then we apply our gum. Then set your two thumbs like this and pull down the upper to the lining. You don't have to wait for the gum to set. Just do that after applying the gum. And then we are going to finish up with the last one. Set everything, make sure that everything falls into place. Now I'm going to fasten this point with my nail. Then I'm going to cut off the excess. Then I'll do the last thing. Apply my gum. So you see it. I'll now apply my gum and finish it up. So we are done with the last thing. See the whole thing. So I'm going to remove all the nails and the rubies and then cut down the crease. After that, you pull the shoe away from the last, apply your gum, and then you couple. So this is what we have arrived at. If you have any question, feel free to drop them in the comment section, and also don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get update, because more videos are still coming on the way. Have a nice day, and see you in our next video.